So the world was taken by storm the other day when My Chemical Romance posted this on their Instagram. If you could be anything, what would you be? With this very suspicious looking new album idea. Everyone was suspecting, they were like, new tour, the download lineup's gonna come out the next day, we're gonna get a new album finally, and no, everyone was so wrong. However, are they wrong? Let's find out in today's video. So the first thing that happened was, a day ago, nearly 400,000 people pressed like on this post from My Chemical Romance, which is basically some really cryptic looking, you know, typography with a really cool like white background, which people have now worked out is a very similar background to the Black Parade album. However, there's a few hidden little gems in this, so let's have a little look through. So obviously we've got these little letterings here. Now, personally, I don't know what this spells. Some people have said it spells out KPT, which backwards is the Paper Kingdom, which is their unreleased album. But can you see this little secret bit just here on this bit of paper? I can. So if we load it into Photoshop, you can kind of see very clearly here. There's a little bit of like lettering there, which kind of looks a bit like that. Could this be a fifth album by chance as well as a tour? Well, the next day they actually posted this on their Instagram, which is actually a trailer for this tour. Or is it? I think personally this might be stage one of a whole new concept album, because My Chemical Romance love their concept album. The Black Parade is a massive concept album. Front to back, it's just a full story. Same with Danger Days. Front to back, it's a whole story. Gerard Way loves writing stories. But anyway, let's watch a bit of this trailer and let's decipher it a bit. People have now translated that as well as possibly men at attention. We can hear this like chanting in the background, you know, it's all very dramatic. We've got a showcase of some of these people. People have also said we might have seen these people before. I'll come to that later. There's also a link to this woman here. We will show you that very shortly. And we've got a link to the Instagram post that we saw, which is this whole like setting here. It's just them announcing the Long Live the Black Parade tour. Or is it? It's a North American tour, by the way. And also, let's be honest, there's actually some pretty cool guests in this. Some of them are a bit odd, but some of them are really cool. For me personally, you know, this would be a really sick one because, you know, and as you can see, it is actually just a link to their whole tour here, which is the Long Live Black Parade tour. There's more to this that I think is actually a real story towards this as well, which is possibly going to tease something to do with a new album, new tour, whatever. So in the description of the trailer, it actually says, it's been 17 years since the Black Parade was sent to the moat. In that time, a great dictator has risen to power, bringing about the concrete age, a glorious time of stability and abundance in the history of drag, or drag, I don't know. His grand immortal dictator wishes to celebrate our rich and storied culture, fine foods and musical entertainments by welcoming you to these great demonstrations of power and resolve. And lending voice and song for the first time in 6,246 days, their work, privilege, ceremoniously reinstated, will be his Grand Immortals Dictator National Band, the Black Parade. Long live drag, or drag. I don't know fully how to say it. So this here, we're going to make the assumption is drag, or drag. You can hear in the trailer they're chanting, which sounds like it's saying drag, drag, drag. And then everyone cheers when he comes out. Is there a new album with this as well? Possibly. My personal assumption is there's a lot of dates kind of pretty spread out here at the moment. You know, July the 11th, July the 19th, July 26th. It seems like they're about a week apart for each date. In the music industry, there's a very common thing where, you know, you need to be advertising for roughly 2 months or so. Anywhere between a month and 2 or 3 for a new album. Very conveniently, this all fits in 3 months. How many dates are there on this tour? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 tour dates announced here. How many songs are there on the typical album? There are 10 songs on a typical album. Could it be that they're going to play a song per tour date from this new album? Now, a lot of people, when they first saw this, they were like, oh my god, download is the next day. This is going to be huge. Sorry for everyone that thought that, myself included. I honestly thought it was going to be Green Day, Muse, and My Chemical Romance, but instead we've got Green Day, Sleep Token, and Korn. Not my favorite lineup. You know, I love Green Day, obviously. I've seen a few of these bands in the middle before, and it's not really my kind of thing still. There's a few that I do like here, obviously, and a lot of these ones down the bottom are actually sick as well. Anyway, enough of download. You know, it's not for me this year. Let's move on to the rest of this. Are they teasing a UK run? I reckon so. I reckon it'll be after September. However, there were suspicions that there might be a UK run in May, and we can thank the band Save Face for that. They put a thing out that says, here's my resignation, I'll serve it in drag. And someone replied to it saying, what if you supported them on the UK tour? Haha, just kidding. Unless. They very sneakily put question mark with this set of dates here, which you can clearly see 5 2025, 5 2025, 2025, blah blah blah, UK, Brighton, London, Leeds, Newcastle. It turns out this is actually just a bunch of crap. The band about an hour later tweeted this saying, I've logged back on to find this causing a stir. So let me just clarify, this tweet was intended for our own community of vampires who have been asking us to return to the UK, which you're welcome to join if you'd like. We'd love to have you, but not MCR related. Carry on. I think that's all well and good, obviously. You know, you're getting some good likes in there, you're getting some more recognition for you and stuff, but when you reply to the original tweet with MCR Twitter find this, maybe it's not the best thing to say you're just doing this for your own community, because you clearly wanted, you know, the MCR community to find this as well. So I don't know. I have nothing against this band, by the way. I've seen this band a couple of times on their tour with Creeper last year, and they're actually really cool. I like a couple of their songs, but it's just a weird thing to kind of put in, being like, just to clarify, we didn't actually want this to find that audience, when originally they clearly did. But anyway, that's a bit of a tangent. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Now, people are wondering, is this a Black Parade album tour? Yes, it is. But I think there's gonna be extras on it as well from the new album, and obviously some older stuff as well. This can be confirmed by Frank Iero actually posting this on his Instagram story, which is a link to Alt Press. And Alt Press have said My Chemical Romance have announced a 2025 stadium tour where they'll play the beloved 2006 album The Black Parade in full. That's a confirmation there. However, Frank Iero also commented on an Instagram post from Rock Sound for this comment here, saying, I might get flamed for this, but are we supposed to care? Why are they putting all this effort into revisiting and making more lore behind the album but not making new music? This just feels like a rehashing or money grab. Note, if I do get flamed, I'll quietly bow my head and sit down. Frank Iero actually replied to this and said, with all due respect, sit down and close your mouth. This will be once in a lifetime experience. You'll have literally no idea what is in store for you. We do not disappoint. I think my idea of there's going to be like a song per day sort of thing, or it's going to do the Black Parade in full and then like a rebellious arc around it for the next, you know, they're going to be playing for probably like 2 hours. I think that's very likely to happen. Now, the next question is, why are they doing a Black Parade thing again? Obviously, it's their most listened to album. Everyone knows at least one song from that album, and if they don't, they probably will recognize it at least. Obviously, when we were Young Festival, they did an outstanding job with it. They actually do the whole album front to back with no issues. It's clearly something that people really like. People enjoy it. You know, if it came to the UK, you know that would sell out in seconds. Not just because it's them, but because it's this album. It has like a connection to them. Like American Idiot and Dookie had for Green Day, and they managed to sell out every stadium on their own. It's the same sort of thing, you know. Has this been looked at for a while? Probably as well. Mikey Way posted on his story saying, 8 years ago I had a dream Mike M played Metfield Stadium. Today we announced the show I dreamt of, New Jersey forever. Frank Iero very conveniently posted, I couldn't agree more. The universe is a wild place and it works in the most mysterious of ways. And there's a text message down here saying, do you remember me texting everyone when this happened? It was before the barbecue at G's. I do. So G, we're going to make the assumption is Gerard. There's a news article here from NME which says My Chemical Romance bandmates still meet up for an annual barbecue. We meet and have a barbecue kind of thing. From the 16th of January 2019. It seems that the members of My Chemical Romance are keeping their friendship strong after rhythm guitarist Frank Iero revealed that they still meet up for an annual barbecue. Despite announcing their split in 2013, Iero says the group still discuss business at their annual meetups. One of the meetings saw the band discussing the trailer for their 2016 Black Parade reissue, which led fans to believe that a reunion was imminent. They did end up having a reunion, you know, we saw the big UK tour, it all happened. But it makes it kind of an idea that this has been happening for a while. So my assumption that they are probably releasing a new album alongside this tour is probably pretty high chances. It's been a long time since they last released something. You know, in May 2022, they randomly dropped The Foundations of Decay and then did nothing again since. And also the text being backwards on here probably proves that the idea of reading the text backwards on the actual thing they've posted is probably a good thing to do as well. But anyway, let's have a quick look through the My Chemical Romance subreddit and let's see what some of you guys have thought about it. MCR announced that they're going on tour. Yay! It's USA only. Boo! Someone here has also said, guys, you don't think, and they posted the picture of the woman that I said about earlier, and you can see Gerard Way was actually wearing the outfit of the woman on this show here. I believe this was in Japan, I could be wrong. So maybe they've been teasing this sort of stuff for quite some time. I think if you like really analyze the trailer probably quite a lot, you'll find a lot of secrets. Like all of this could be a bunch of crap, you know, but it's just the assumptions we're getting from the first look. Someone said they saw this video of potentially more content coming soon, which is like a little behind the scenes sort of thing. So it's probably they've got like more things in store, and what they've posted so far is probably like part 1 of like part 7. So it's probably they're going to do like a bit per however long, you know, there's what, 8 months until the first date of that tour. They've got a long time to like produce these things. Someone here's got a similar idea to me. You guys are absolutely wrong on this. This is new music. Black Parade is the name of the band in the lore. The first album is self-titled. This is not going to be a tour of the self-titled. It's going to be a tour of Long Live, the new album. Now, I think that could be an idea as well. This is basically a story being told here, and it does say His Grand Immortals Dictators National Band, the Black Parade. So the band is actually called the Black Parade, who are being played by My Chemical Romance. So it's now like another story to add on probably. Someone here has posted linguistics specialist created the letters. Down here you can see linguistics specialist Nate Piekos, and he posted this saying some of my typographic contributions to the 2025 My Chemical Romance tour, more to come. Keyword being more to come, showing that there's probably going to be more lore added onto this. Some people have tried to like decipher it as well, and they've somehow made it so this shows M, so it could be that this does actually say MCR, and also it says at attention down here, which is what I said at the beginning of the video. The entire MCR fandom today. This is basically me in this video. Someone also said this as well. I don't know if anyone noticed, but, and obviously this could be the same guy. I don't really know. It's an interesting look. I also found this tweet that says, okay, so that checks out. The original Black Parade takes place in World War I, 1914 to 1918. Add 17 years to that, we get to approximately 1935, the time when Hitler was already in power. So the return of the Black Parade seems to take place just a few years pre-World War II. I don't actually know if that's true or not, but it could line up. If that is the case, does all this paper here that's like falling out of the sky, obviously people are like, this is the paper kingdom, it makes the most sense. Does this line up to like the idea of like burning books? Or, I saw this the other day in a museum in Amsterdam, does it line up with the idea of Operation Bernard? If we're following the World War II story, does it follow the idea of the Nazis hoping that by flooding the UK with the counterfeit notes, it might destabilize the economy? I don't know, it's a cool little theory, I can't lie. I don't know, I could be wrong with all of this. I mean, this is just me making assumptions the same as everyone else online has been. So it seems like currently just a US tour of 10 dates, possibly a song per date. After September, there's probably going to be a UK tour. You know, the album came out 23rd of October 2006. Could they be lining up the idea that possibly they will release, you know, another album around then? Could be on the same date of October 2025. It perfectly fits in with when that tour ends. Who knows? I think the thing to think is everything you read online at the moment, no one knows what's happening. The only people that know is going to be the band, the management, and all the recording engineers, mixers, whatever, you know. No one knows. We're all making assumptions. But anyway, that's all I'm going to do for today's video. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe. It's something a bit different. My Chemical Romance reminded me I need to repaint my nails. Sorry, my nails haven't been like this for a while. It's something a bit different that I'm doing today, so if you enjoy this kind of content, maybe we'll make some more of this. I'll keep up to date with this sort of stuff as well. It's cool to make theories as well as someone that doesn't actually make theories. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye!